So this is a quick review of some stick-on reactive airgun targets. There's lots available out there. If you look on eBay, if you look on Amazon, if you Google, there's various sheets with stick-on targets. There's rolls of stick-on targets. Some react better than others. So I've got three here just to show you the difference. I've got the birchwood Casey sheets, so these you get 9 per sheet and you get 10 sheets in a pack, so that's 90 targets. They just peel off and you stick them on card, on boxes or whatever. These are Pjgtech, 10 quid a roll, orange and black. I think they do a green and black one as well. These are 200. So you're getting, for the same price, you're getting more than double the amount of targets of the birchwood Casey ones. And then I've got some generic ones that I bought a lot of these off of eBay. There's a few sellers on eBay. I think they're all Chinese. And again, they're rolls of two. They vary from 200 to 250 on a roll. They vary in price. They used to be 10 quid a roll, but they seem to have gone up in the last sort of year, 18 months. And now they can be sort of 15 quid a roll. But sometimes if you search, you can find them for like 12, 13 quid a roll. So again, you've got 200. Sometimes the rolls are 250. So again, better value than the sheets. They do react differently. I've found that generally the cheaper ones don't react as well. So what I've done is I've done before and after on this sheet. So the top ones is obviously the orange one is birchwood case. The Pjgtech. The black and red middle one is the generic eBay one, and the smaller black one is the birchwood Casey. And then I've done what happens to them when you shoot them. Now, if you look, the orange one, you can barely see it. I'll sort of zoom in a bit. So it's marked the target, but it doesn't really show up at distance. If you're looking at that at sort of 25, 30, 35, 40 meters, you can barely see it. These cheap generic ones, I've always found, show up really well. See how you've got a really nice pellet hole, and then it displays sort of a yellow, almost like a shatter mark around the pellet hit. That shows up really well. I mean, I shoot to just under 50 yards at my range, and you can still see these at 50 yards. And then you've got the birchwood Casey ones, which is sort of in the middle. You're sort of not quite as good as the generic eBay ones, but better than the Pjgtech ones. So you've got an indication there of that they do react differently, and generally you want it to react like the middle one here if you're shooting at any sort of distance to be able to see it properly, unless you've got much better eyesight than me. I mean, I tend to shoot everything at ×10 mag, and I shoot from 21 yards to just under 50, and I can see everything pretty much clearly on the scopes I use. I use sort of mid-range scopes. But yeah, just to give you an idea that they do react differently. I've always found these generic black and red eBay ones to be really good. And it's that colour, the black and red ones seem to react best. I've seen rolls of green, rolls of orange, rolls of red, white and black, blue and white, blue and black. But I've always found these black and red ones in the middle here to be the ones that really show up well. I don't know why, they just do for me. Like I say, the birchwood Casey ones, as you get further away, it's much more difficult, like I say, to see it. And the orange ones, they're definitely more difficult to see as you get further away. So yeah, just a quick review there of some stick-on reactive targets. And these you can stick on anything. I mean, I stick them on old packaging. This is a bit of old Amazon packaging. I received a book or a DVD or something. I tend to keep all my old cereal packets. I keep any old cardboard really, and card is better. You could stick them to paper, but if you're sticking them up in a range, my range is an open air range, and if they're paper, they tend to flap about in the wind. So card is a much more solid target, and you get a much better reaction, I find, because the pellet's hitting the hard card and giving you that nice reaction. Paper, sometimes it just goes straight through and you don't get as much of a reaction. There you go. Anyway, quick review of stick-on reactive targets. Hope it's useful. Cheers. Bye.